Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, sound check. Can everybody hear me? Somebody just say, yeah, I can hear you. Thanks, Paul. Let's pop this out. Let me get the chats here. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Sharik. Okay, I got the recording going here. Let's see. On Traffic School, I got to get all this, guys. I apologize. I got to make sure all of this content is duplicated on Reticulous. I seem to be forgetting to do that the last few weeks, so get that all pasted over. But it is all here. You know, this whole Traffic School series on Traffic School. You can log in with your Reticulous account. If you're just a Traffic School member, not a Reticulous member, you know, it's all here for you. Let's see, members. Just want to point out that Jeff has, as usual, he's done a great job just filling in some supplemental, you know, breakdown videos here. Here we go. Some basic stuffs about editing a YouTube channel, a YouTube cover example, YouTube dashboard. Oh, and I should mention that's today's subject, YouTube. We're going to talk about getting some traffic from YouTube and doing videos with, you know, even without leaving the office. Some of you have been around a while, have kind of heard this spiel, but I do have some new content today. I did some research and I've been studying up on this the last few weeks myself personally, and there is some new stuff, so this should be fun. I have a doc here. Let's bring this out. I'll share it to everybody. Get the shareable link. Gotta love Google Docs. Chat. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you guys should all have the doc right there. Okay, so we'll get to the subject matter at hand, and that is creating YouTube videos that get you real estate traffic and leads without even leaving the office. Now, it's highly recommended that you do leave the office and actually take some videos of properties, but you know, if you don't want to, there's a way to do this without doing it. Intro, key points, YouTube, owned by Google, great for SEO. I think we all know that. Probably higher leverage, as we talked about in the SEO session, probably higher leverage activity focusing on YouTube as SEO than maybe, you know, writing a bunch of blog posts, maybe, depending on how you want to do it. Great for SEO. Organic campaigns. You're going to be setting up, if you think of each YouTube video as Paul, I'll get to that at the end. Sorry to get distracted. If you think of each video as an organic campaign, so we talk about pay-per-click campaigns on Google and Facebook, what if we look at every YouTube video as an organic campaign, meaning it's going to get organic traffic, but it's a standalone entity, just like a pay-per-click campaign, and your video can actually generate more leads over time as opposed to pay-per-click, where the campaign is basically done as soon as you turn it off and you're not spending money anymore. And this is true. As your videos get more views, maybe they're, you know, they get, and the algorithm at YouTube seems to get more signals that your video is more relevant, it may get shown more, and your video might actually get you more traffic over time. There's a really good chance of that, especially if you're linking to it from other videos and doing some other stuff. So think of each video as its own little lead generation traffic machine. That's a good way to look at it, and that mindset might lead to better, you know, lead to you doing some of the necessary stuff to make sure they're optimized, which we'll be talking about in a minute. I have a point here. Nobody reads anyway. Well, I still read. I think a lot of you guys probably still do. You know, a lot of real estate agents, we're all, you know, the average age is somewhere in the 50s. I'm in my late 30s. But my son's sitting in another room on the other side of the house all day on YouTube, and that's like he's on that more than TV, and I haven't seen him read a book in a while. So I'm just saying we need to be aware that, you know, Gen Y is here on YouTube. It's a really big deal, and creating video content versus written content may be the way to go. I think we all know this stuff. You can almost use your channel as a blog if you start looking at it that way. Like, screw it, I don't need a blog, right? You don't need a regular website, maybe. I wouldn't say throw out your website, but your channel could become like the blog, the content that people are waiting for from you on a regular basis. You can have subscribers, and you know, get to a point where every new video you add is being followed and watched like a TV channel or the Huffington Post or anything else. You can, with video, of course, build rapport without meeting people in person. They can hear your voice. They can hear your jokes. If you're jokey, if you're serious, you can show them you're professional and you really know your stuff if you're talking about good topics. Great rapport builder. And final point is you'll get good at it. Don't be afraid. Video, of course, is the kind of thing where you get better over time. Me personally, when I first started doing these webinars a couple of years ago, was a lot more nervous and had to rehearse and was scared and all that stuff. Any of you who've made videos, maybe you don't like the way your own voice sounds. Only thing I can say is get through it. Probably after 10, 20 of them, it'll become second nature and you really won't care anymore. Right? But this is, I know, a big barrier to entry is that you're going to be too worried about what the thing looks like. Don't be afraid, and don't be too professional. And I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but professional meaning it doesn't need to be perfect. Not every flaw in your video reflects you as a professional. Don't worry about that. Just get it out there. There aren't that many people watching anyway. Even if you do a good real estate video and a couple hundred people watch, very few of them are going to think bad of you if you mess up or the editing isn't great or if it's too shaky. So just another point there. All right, guys, making videos. Tools, we'll go through these really quickly. I want to kind of get to the meat of this, and then we'll have a lot of time for questions. I think this is going to get pretty good as we bring up a lot of points here. Screencast-O-Matic is my favorite, and this is going to be an awesome tool if you want to not leave the office, sort of pull something up on your screen, hit record, and start talking. So I highly endorse Screencast-O-Matic. A pro account is $15 a year. They'll even host your videos, but you can upload straight to YouTube from your Screencast-O-Matic account, do some really good editing. It's just good stuff. A lot of integration with Google Drive and everything else. We also have youtube.com/upload. youtube.com/upload. If you have a webcam, right, on your computer, which most of us probably do at this point, you can go to youtube.com/upload and just click webcam capture right down here. I know this must be so tiny for you guys here. Let's see, make it a little bit bigger. Webcam capture, you can just hit record like this. Oh, you know what's so funny, guys? I'm on a different computer. I actually don't have a webcam here, and I'm making a funny face, and none of you can see it. Wow, I'm a clown. Okay, anyway, that's why it's not coming up. I'm on the Windows machine today, and there's no webcam attached. Oh boy! But you hit upload, you hit start recording, you record, and it's instantly on YouTube. So what would you do there? Well, you could do hey, we're gonna get into topics in a minute, but you could do, hey, it's me, Ryan with Keller Williams, blah blah blah, Remax. One of my clients just asked me this morning about the pre-settlement inspection. What they should be looking for. As they walk through the house, and I figured I get that question a lot, so I figured I'd record this for you guys and just let you know. And then you go into it, pre-sale inspection XYZ, if you're thinking about buying at the end, call to action. If you're thinking about buying a house soon, give me a call. You're done in a minute. You're answering a common question, and you can just go and email it out. It's evergreen in your channel, and you can do some of the optimization stuff that you'll see that we'll be talking about in a minute. So youtube.com/upload, start recording. Others kind of screencasting solutions. ScreenR, used to use that a lot, really good. ScreenFlow is like $100 for Mac. Camtasia's Mac and Windows, that's like $100 too. They're a little more sophisticated on the editing side, very good products. And Snagit is like a light version of Camtasia. They're owned by the same company, I believe. Of course, you have your phone for videos. Watch out for doing that narrow screen thing where the black bars show up on both sides. If you have to, check into that, test it first. Try to hold it vertical or horizontal, but you can. Most smartphones take a video, upload to YouTube. And then some other services are Animoto. I think the real estate industry is well aware of that. I'd kind of shy away from those. Magisto is an app that is a lot of fun. Probably not for business, but maybe there's some real estate applications, where you would upload a slideshow of pictures and it would create a video. The interesting thing about Magisto, the reason I put it in there is it's kind of creepy. Let me go to it. It creates videos for you automatically. It looks on your phone for like your last 10 pictures or all the pictures you took in a day, groups them together, throws some music together, and automatically makes a slideshow. So personally, for me, that's been kind of fun after I got over the creepiness of it, because it made me it's like, hey, Magisto made you a movie, and it's like my kids, what they did that day, and it's pretty neat. You can share it on Facebook. It popped in my head that maybe you could go ahead and do the same thing with just take a bunch of pictures of the house, you know, take a picture of the street, and it might make you a pretty good video with no effort. They come out really well. Maybe I'll share one after or in an email or something, but I don't want to dig them up now. I think they're in my Facebook or something. Okay, so there's some ways to make videos. I'm sure there's 100 other ways. There's one called WeVideo I might as well throw in too. I'm just remembering. It's got some good editing features. Let's talk about topics, what you're going to video, you know, what you're going to be talking about in order to get traffic. The whole point here, we're talking about real estate traffic school. You want to do stuff people are going to be interested in so that you can use the videos to route them out to your calls to action. First thing you can do is local interest stuff. I think we did this a couple of weeks ago on the SEO session, but you could basically go to youtube.com and build out a nice little topic, a nice little list of topics for yourself by starting to search. And you know what? I thought there was a drop down. I wonder if this is my internet. I'm doing it on YouTube here. Usually terms will start to drop right down. I thought YouTube did this too, but you could even do it at Google, and it just tells you, Google echoes back to you what people are searching, and those same keywords are going to be just as relevant and powerful on YouTube. So if I type in York, PA Parks, great, and then I can see, look, people are searching for York, PA parking garage. They're searching for York, PA parking ride, York, PA parking tickets. If I type York, PA DA, I don't know. There we go. There's a whole bunch of inspiration for videos I can do. So I could do a video about a York, PA daycare. Even if I don't go to the daycare and take the video, I can take a snapshot of it, talk about it. Maybe it's the daycare you sent your kids to. And there is a way to make that video actually generate you leads, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So that's local interest type stuff. Type in your city name and go to town, you know, A, B, C, D. Make a list of 10 of these and go record them real quick. Or have an assistant do them, a kid in high school, something, once they know how to do the screencasting. You know, give them screencast magic and tell them to go to town and see what they come up with. Real estate specific now, of course. And I just have a few examples here, but if we type in first-time buyer programs, back to Google, just here's some things you guys could do. First-time buyer programs, see right here. They have some related to cars, and then you just put your area after that. Google pops that out for you. Real estate agent in. You might be surprised. Nobody might have a video on YouTube in your area that fits real estate agent York, PA. Now look, people are searching this all over. They're searching it in South Carolina, the UK, Maine, you know, York, Maine. So let's search here. We have the regular results, and then let's go to our videos. We don't see any videos right here. We have real estate agents Harrisburg, PA popping up. But we don't have anybody doing a direct keyword match in the title of the YouTube video for that. So check that for your area. That might be an opportunity to just do a nice, good video about yourself. And it could just be you hitting youtube.com/upload and saying, hey, it's me, Paul Holland. I'm a real estate agent in Kansas City. If you're looking for a real estate agent, you found this video, you should call me. I'm pretty tech savvy. I do video. If you're looking to, you know, whatever, just start talking. It's better than nothing, but try to make it fun and, you know, try to take a few minutes to plan out what you're going to say, of course. Tell them to go visit your website and things like that. So that's one, the real estate in city. Foreclosure listings do get searched. There was a time when we were doing, for example, foreclosure listings. We had one in Pittsburgh. And in fact, a member, I hope I got it to him. I remember we were having a hard time logging into that account. But there was a video with a whole bunch of views that he wanted for his area, since we weren't using it anymore, and I think we got it to him. But you'll see here is an old video that we did back in 2012. Probably Josh reading here. Let's see what it does. And this is still getting found, still getting views, and still driving traffic out to a squeeze page.
For Pittsburgh area, foreclosure and
So that's Josh reading, and then all he's got is a picture of the page that offers the list on his screen using screen, whatever he's using, Screencast-O-Matic. He's just reading it, and then he links out for somebody's saying it doesn't work, so we should probably look. Here we go. Doesn't work 2 days ago. This was made in 2012. Here's somebody commenting the link doesn't work. Right here. This was a great example. So we need to get in here and find somebody in Pittsburgh who wants to leverage this video but change this link, because I know that domain died. So there you go. Foreclosure list. New construction, people are searching that. City real estate transactions, a really good one, guys. People are searching for your city real estate transactions, and nobody has done a video about it, I guarantee you. Your PA real estate transactions, right here. All right. So nobody's got a video with that direct, and people are searching that keyword on Google, trust me. I just know they are. Real estate transactions. Search web. Okay, so we may not be talking a lot. We may be talking 30 searches a month, but you may get 10 of those clicks, and it's going to take you a minute to record that video. And all you're going to do is bring up some just solds and say, here are some recent real estate transactions, screencast it in Kansas City. This is current this is for the last month in July 2015, but if you're watching this later, no problem, just shoot me an email. I can put you on a list and update you every month, right? And there you go. You're generating a conversation and a lead with somebody and you're giving them exactly what they were searching for. Transaction data is not very easy to find. I don't think a lot of that stuff's been made very public in most areas. So that's a great one you can do. Okay, another one. So I'm sure I missed a few ideas here, but just do some real estate specific stuff. You can do some stuff related to the agreement of sale, home inspection. You can do home inspector in, talk about, mortgage lender in, like the real estate agent in idea, and you can just recommend other people who you know. Roofing contractor in Philadelphia, and then you talk about your friend, the roofing contractor. I'm sure he'll love it. Maybe he'll send you a referral, right? And get your videos live. And along those lines, videos for specific restaurants and businesses. So York, PA train station is my favorite. Example of this. B&E Junction in 2009, I made this video, and this is the web results. And this is not tied to my YouTube account. This has nothing to do with the fact that I'm logged in to Gmail right now, because this is actually a different YouTube account. If I Google York, PA train store, what's the #1 listing? Video thumbnail, 2-minute video. Right, and then Central PA, it's got a link out to my site down here, site at the time, and then boom, this is for, it's just powerful stuff, guys. 5,000 organic views. And it's just an interior tour of the train. Nobody else had, none of the train stores in town. So look, it's actually got positive comments. It's just me walking through with my son. Anyway. That's the power of video. I think we've beat that. I've gone through that enough. You guys are kind of getting it. If you can do anything after today, try to make 1 or 2 like one of the ones I mentioned here, just to kind of break the ice for yourself. Schedule a recurring appointment in your calendar. Hey, make a quick screencast video. Even if they're really crappy when you first get started, if you do it every week for the next 10, 15 weeks, you'll find they get better. You'll get more comfortable with doing it. Okay, and you don't even have to talk in some cases. Talk about that in a minute. So along those lines, the next section here of our presentation, making your videos generate leads. Okay, so the good stuff. You probably noticed in the foreclosures video here, see this little thing right here, this yellow thing? Those are YouTube annotations, and you've seen them all over YouTube. And one thing you can do is take your annotations, right, and direct people to take an action. So I'm going to show you really quick where to go to do that. I know a lot of you guys probably know how, but I think it's a good exercise for this session. So let's really quickly go in and take a look at annotations. Go into this account right here, and I'll add one for one of our recent episodes. So here's our list of videos. Here's the SEO one from last week, and we'll go edit. And when I edit my video, I can go to annotations. I don't have any here. I'm slacking, but truth is, because it's part of a members area, we're unlisting these videos. Nobody can find them anyway. But just for demonstration purposes, I'll add one here. Let's do a note, like so. Go down here to the bottom, and I'll write, want more content like this. Go to specific call to action, realestatetrafficschool.com. Okay, and then you can drag how long it shows for. You can show it the whole video, a little bit. Now, I watched something recently. Depending on the length of your video, I think it would be okay in a long presentation like this to keep this evergreen down at the bottom, but you may want to, I've heard the 10% and 10% rule, where you only show it maybe the first 10 seconds or 10% of your video, and then you show it in the last, and then you leave people to absorb the content in the middle so they're not distracted by annotations. Another thing that a rule I always break that I heard an expert on this subject talk about recently, they're probably right, is not to have more than one annotation at a time. So try to only have one on the screen. You can kind of overlap them if you want, have two show at the same time. Try to only keep one. But this is one way to do calls to action. You can do URLs, right, over to your website, vanity URLs. If you have a squeeze page and you want to do like PittsburghForeclosureList.info, you can also link your annotations to other videos if you want. You can't actually link the annotation to another site, but you can link to other videos. And then another thing you can do is text and phone-based calls to action. So you can say text foreclosures, I keep using that example, text foreclosures to, and then your cell number, and you're going to get a direct cell number lead every time somebody does that within the annotation. So definitely use annotations as a source, as a lead generation method. Let's shut the phone off there. Okay. Next we have our first 10%, never two at a time. Use easy to remember vanity domains if possible. You don't want to say go to and then have a big old messy domain that nobody can remember. So if you are driving out to a squeeze page from within the annotation, do that. Or just paste the link in your description and just say use the link below as a shortcut. Use the description section to push out to a squeeze page. Okay, I think that was done nicely here. There we go. I need to renew this domain. Let me see what's going on here. Unless somebody swiped it up. They did. So we'll change the link in the video. But you see how that effectively routes traffic out from the YouTube video. The 6,990 people, I'm sure a lot of them clicked that link right there. Okay. We mentioned text-based calls to action. And then finally, to generate leads, you can do direct. You want to do it with your voice. You want to tell people what to do. So other than annotations and the text in the description, you're just going to say, at the end of your video, always end with telling them what you want them to do next, whether it's to subscribe to your channel, to go to your IDX website to search for properties, to go to your Facebook page. If you have a Facebook page, you can say go to facebook.com/Pittsburgh Foreclosures, something like that, so that people can engage with you further at the end of the video. Okay? And this is pretty simple. There's not much more to say there. Just make sure you send people somewhere where they can become a lead, because unless you tell them to do that, they're going to watch your video and leave, and it's all for naught. So this is very important right here. Okay, uploading and optimizing videos so they're found more often. And I'm going to reference Jeff's stuff on the Traffic School website. He did a good job. He's got 4 or 5 videos of just the basics of uploading, how to find and add titles, and stuff like that. But I'll just go through this stuff real quick, and then we can get to some questions if anybody has any. So the first part is the title of your video. We'll go over here to our example. or anything with annotations. SEO Real Estate Traffic School is the title of this. If I wanted to be found, that would not be great, right? I probably would want to do SEO for real estate websites, or even smarter, I wouldn't guess. I would go to Google, right? And I would just see what other people are searching. SEO for real estate. And we mentioned last week you could go to, you could even do more in-depth keyword research if you wanted to. But we'll assume that that's good enough. SEO for real estate traffic school. So basically, you try to get your keywords into the subject, into the title if you want, if you can. Next thing is the file name. This is often overlooked, but this does matter. Apparently, there's no way to prove it, but apparently it helps to put the file name, to keep the file name rich with your keywords. So rather than upload a generic raw file that's like, xyz94.move, whatever your computer saves it as, sometimes it makes sense to rename the file and upload it. And I actually did that here, probably, even though I wasn't trying to SEO this, I probably did it just as a course of, out of habit, because I've gotten in the habit of doing that. Raw file right here, when I uploaded it, see how it had keywords in it a little bit. So a little tip there. Good question, May. May is asking, can you access your subscribers? Is it like an opt-in? I think, you got me a little stumped. I don't think you can see, you get a notification when somebody subscribes, but you can't export an email to them or anything. Basically, they're going to just see your videos in their YouTube stream, and this might not mean a lot to a lot of us who don't use YouTube all the time as a channel, but a lot of people do, and they'll see your latest videos there, and they'll also get email depending on how they have things set anytime you upload a new video. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I'll get to the rest of your questions. So file name, use keywords. Here's something on a description right here. We kind of broke a little bit of the rule in our Pittsburgh video, and that was an old practice that worked. But what I'm hearing is that what works now is to actually repeat in your description the keywords. So I would do SEO for real estate. This comes from some guys. It was like a month ago. I watched a presentation. It was live. It's current info. Who are really doing well specifically generating leads with YouTube. Not in real estate, but they say put the keyword first and then repeat it. So you go, exactly describe what it is. What is this? This is a live demo, training session about SEO for real estate agents. So in the second sentence, you try to repeat the keywords again. Put them in there again, like so. And then the rest you can keep on going with some text, and then it's recommended that you get your link in there somewhere out to your page where you can get leads, right? More details. And then I know what some people are doing is also find us at, and then you could do your fan page, right? Use that as a springboard. Use the description. Tagging, I think YouTube limits them, but you want to do some general tags. Another good tip I've learned lately is to also use your brand, because people may be searching for you, not the subject matter. So you would put, Ryan Hartman, right? So it's attached to my name. I presented. So you would do your name, and then maybe you do your agency, right? You do Agent Wolf. Right, so the keywords, and then tag, your tagging formula is this. Keywords, and then stuff related to your brand and you. And keep it to 4, 5, 6, not too many. Okay, and then they'll give you some suggested if you want. I'll go ahead and add one of the suggested ones, and that's good. And then finally, thumbnails. I'm learning more and more, and you guys have probably noticed it. You'll be searching on YouTube, and you'll see over on the side a whole bunch of videos. Let's see. Where are... Oh, there we go. You see over here a bunch of videos over on the side, and the one with the most engaging thumbnail is likely to get more clicks than others, and you can drive a lot of traffic just by having a good thumbnail here. So do think about your thumbnails. A boring screenshot might not be great. You can upload one with you, like looking funny, or take some time on that, and it will drive additional traffic for you. Okay. So thumbnail. Where'd you go, thumbnails? I would do custom thumbnail and then upload something really good and visually striking. Another tip, and apparently I've heard can increase actual engagement, is to put your title in the thumbnail. If you really want to go the extra mile, is actually write your keywords on top of the thumbnail using a graphic editor, like Google Draw you could use or something, or Pixlr, and you could actually get more clicks that way. I'm not going to go that nuts, but just a tip I've heard. No problem, May. And I think that's about it. Let's see what we got here. Did we cover all our content? That's about it. That's what I had for you. We had the supplemental info from Jeff. Basically, there is benefit to generating a lot of videos. You've just seen some guidelines. Start making them. Make sure you upload your video and are smart about how you title and describe and tag things. And you could have a source of traffic for your business that is evergreen and lasts for years to come. I know that there are still clicks coming off videos like the Pittsburgh foreclosure one that I made back in Philadelphia in 2008, 2009. They're still generating clicks. Highly leveraged activity. Okay, and of course doesn't cost you anything. YouTube's free. So let's see if we have any questions. Okay, question about the length of the video. It can be as long as you want it to be, as long as it's not boring. But general guideline, a lot of our real estate videos, we should probably keep them under 3 minutes, probably. People are distracted, they don't have time, so 30 seconds to a minute is probably also going to be really good if you can get your point across and then give people the call to action out to your site. So you could do, I don't think I mentioned, but you could do new construction listings in York, PA, and then just show us your screen. Here's all the latest new construction listings. If you want to see the current list, it's uploaded every day. Go ahead on over to, and then you give your website, and then that might only take you 30 seconds to do. How to move a YouTube video from one of our profiles to the company profile. Glenn, I don't know how to do that. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can move within different YouTube accounts. You can download your own YouTube videos. Try that out and see if you can. YouTube may not allow a duplicate upload. So if they already know the YouTube videos in one account, they may not allow you to upload it into another. You may be able to download it, delete it from the one account, and then upload it to the next, but I don't think you can easily transfer them between. Pretty sure you can. I had someone suggest finding another popular YouTube search result for your keywords, add them to your tags, and it'll cause your video. Yeah, I have heard of that. I think I mentioned that too, Jim. Yeah, a really good point. So what Jim's saying is, if I go over here and I see, I guess what you would do is you would say, well, let's just say I wanted to rank for real estate lead generation. Okay. Here's one from Tom Ferry, right? What I could do is I can come over here and then I can see what his, I don't know if you can see his tags, but I could use, similar keywords and then maybe similar tags. I thought you used to be able to see tags, but they might be hiding those now. Because people were using that trick to sort of show up in the thumbnails. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good technique, Jim. Look at what other people are doing for success, who's getting a lot of views, emulate those keywords and kind of go head to head with them. Definitely a good strategy. Also, I know, guys, I don't know the algorithm, but I've heard that commenting does, and engagement stands to reason, does matter. So if you can encourage people to comment, you know, it'll help your video rank. Forgot to mention that. I thought I dropped the link. Did you guys all get the doc? I thought you did. Yeah, looks like you did. Here, Paul, I'll share it again. And I'll post it with the replay, too. Send it all. There's the doc, everybody. Oh, maybe if you came in later. Okay, good question, Paul. On the upload piece, do you put it in just YouTube, or are you placing a link on your website, too? Yeah, really good point. You're going to upload it to YouTube. You definitely are going to benefit from embedding YouTube videos on your website as well. And in fact, you will get some points for linking out to relevant content. So it's good to have that interlinking, to have it within blog posts on your site. It won't hurt to post it to your Facebook page, to put it to Twitter, and you may just want to have a little plan for that. You know, for every piece of content you generate, you might want to take a minute or two and spread it all around your different channels, because there is advantage to that, to be found in different modes and channels. You know, one person might use Google Plus all day, and the next one uses Facebook. So, you know, you want to be found everywhere you can be. Are you promoting the channel or the website? Great question. Whatever you want to do. There's a great video from, I think he did a course about this, from Brendan Bouchard, Viral Circularity? Is that what it was? Viral Bouchard. Really great video, though, about this topic. Circular, I have viral circulosity. It's circular viralocity. Let's see if we can find this video, and I'll share it with all you guys. Brendan Bouchard's, you know, he's a fun guy to watch anyway. If you want to Google him, here, I'll copy his link. But basically, the whole idea there is, you know, to promote different things. He has a systematic way of doing it, but by sending some of your link love and your promotion to YouTube, and then sending some of it to link, you know, wherever you might be trying to, creates a nice little circular viral thing, and it pays to kind of be all over. So you would promote the blog post on your site and give that a lot of weight one time, and then maybe next time you say, hey, I'm going to promote the YouTube channel or the individual video. Let's see if we can find this thing here. It's really good. It's going to take a minute to load. Let's see if we have any other questions. Oh, I think that was it. So if it's all right with everybody, I just want to find this link for you guys to the viral circulosity video. But if I can't find it now, I'll put it with the video, with the recording. And I might have to do that. I'm just going to go Google around until I find it. Sure, Jim. That was called, I should know because I was just in. I just logged in there 2 days ago, and I'm drawing a blank. The text system. Purpeller. PURPELR.com. Purpeller. There you go. Send that to all. Okay, guys. We'll get the recording live tomorrow. I'll get you that link to the viral circularity stuff. And thanks for being here today. Talk soon.